Welcome to our farm's plain view. We are going to start a let's play. On this let's play, we have inherited our uncle's pig farm. We have all the equipment we need to start make a successful farm. Field flipping will not be allowed. If we buy a field, we have to keep it. We can only grow stuff that we can feed to pigs. But if we buy a field that has non-pig stuff on it, we are allowed to harvest it and sell it for a profit. We are starting off with this hog confinement, which is made for this map. It will hold 1,600 pigs. We're starting off with 150 of them. Got 25 of the German Lancers that are 3 months old, and 25 that are 0 months old. 25 Bethlehem Black Pied that are 3 months, and 25 that are 0 months. And then 25 Berkshires that are 3 months, and 25 that are 0 months old. As you can see, we already have food in here. 358,000 liters. Precision farming is on. We own fields 28, 2, 23, 1, 5, 25, 24, 26, and 27. We'll go ahead and purchase soil information. That cost us a good chunk of change. And then we have a bunch of wheat that is ready to be harvested. 28, 2, 24, and 25 are ready to be harvested. Our soybean and corn still got a while. So let's go ahead and jump in our harvester and get to harvesting. Instead of doing a traditional harvester, I decided to try this crop swathing header for a tractor. We'll be a worker on this as we go over our settings. So this Let's Play, we're gonna have a time scale of 2 times. Normal economy, traffic will be off. Seasonal growth will be on, 1 day per month. Snow will be off, crop destruction will be off, periodic plowing will be off. So will fieldstones, since we're not plowing, won't get those anyways. Weeds will be on. Destruction will be enabled. Dirt normal. Automatic engine start off. Stop go braking on. Trailer fuel limit off. Fuel usage normal. And all these are set to off. Now, since we got seasonal growth on, we will be planting oilseed radishes in the field in between planting cycles. As I see right now, we're harvesting wheat. and we won't be able to plant that again until next month. Corn and soybeans won't be ready till October. They say that this gives a 30% yield bonus to use crop swathing, but I have not tried it, so I can't guarantee that, but we're going to try it out. For those of you who haven't ever done crop crop swathing, you basically mow the crop down and leave it in a swath, and you come back behind it with a forage wagon and pick it all up. There is a factory that separates it into either the grain, the bean, or seeds, depending on if it's wheat, barley, soybean, canola. They'll separate that into the hay, straw. The goal is not to really sell the crops we harvest for our pigs, if at all possible. Now, any pig products we can sell, manure and slurry. And of course, the pigs, once they get to full size, if I do any productions, they will not be auto sell. We're going to get a pretty decent harvest off this. Still not complete with the headlands, and we're at over 50,000 liters of swath. All right, and I will bring you back in once everything is harvested off those 4 fields so we can see what our totals are. Okay, I brought you back in a little early. We just got the first field harvested. You know, thinking some of y'all might not be players of Farm Simulator yet, so you might not know what precision farming is. So precision farming uses an environmental score based on how you farm to calculate your payments and your yields. And when you're not playing with precision farming on, you gotta line your fields every 3 harvests to not use your yield bonus. But with precision farming, you gotta do it every time before you plant. Or if you're doing a multi-harvest crop like grass, alfalfa, or spinach, you do it every time after you harvest. And I'm just going to do this manually using GPS. But yes, the order for precision farming is lime, then you have the option of either getting a fertilizer spreader and spreading manure, which we don't have any yet. Once we get straw for our pigs, they'll start producing manure and we'll be able to spread it on our fields. So I just apply fertilizer with my planter or seeder. In traditional farm simulator, you've got two fertilizer states to put on when you plant. In precision farming, technically you got two, because you got your initial one of manure, and then your secondary, which you wait till your first growth state, and you put the ICERA sensors onto your tractor, and it'll actually adjust the amount of nitrogen needed for that crop. In base game, it's a flat type or flat amount. Manure will raise your pH by 80 points no matter what. There's no adjusting that. But your liquid or solid fertilizer is adjusted accordingly to what the plants need. And then after you plant or your upper growth state, you'll have weeds. You can turn weeds off, but you don't get the bonus for the weeds on the environmental score. And one big thing you don't do with precision farming is plow. Plow hurts your environmental score big time. So you want to make sure you're using a direct drill seeder or planter. And then as we get closer to harvest time, since this is a brand new Let's Play, it doesn't keep track of our yield for harvest yet. But if you go into your menu to precision farming, I see our scores are low because it's new fields. And then our soil types. Then the pH, you see this one, we just lime, so our pHs are higher than everywhere else, which right now they're perfect. Nitrogen is bad, but we don't have anything in the field. And I'm not going to worry about oilseed radish in these ones just because we're planting them next month. But see, nitrogen bad, pH bad, nitrogen bad, or pH bad, nitrogen is perfect, which you see it's at 15 and it says perfect. That's because there's soybean in that field and they produce their own nitrogen, being a legume. But the corn is bad, this wheat's bad, this soybean's good because they don't require extra nitrogen. And then this corn is bad, pH and nitrogen. And then here's your yield map. You see as it gets redder, your yield percentage goes down. That's because there was no caretaking of this field before we had it. Eventually, we want to get up into the greens, which in these black areas, the silty clay, it's hard to actually get those into the greens, but it's not impossible. I am going to bring y'all back in when the harvest is done. And welcome back. We just dumped our last load of wheat swath into our mixer. In a minute, we'll check to see our total balance. We have an AI worker loading lime, we're laying down lime on the last field. Go over here to our swath separating factory and look at our numbers and activate it. Okay, we got 1,174,277 liters of wheat swath off those fields. And as you can see, these two fields were harvested aligned. This one's lined. And then just doing the borders on this one. Okay, this field's 17.23 acres, and this one's 20. So I think I'll do wheat on 24 and barley on 25 next month when it's time to plant. September for wheat and September for barley. We'll be able to harvest barley 1 month earlier than the wheat. I don't know if it's a higher yielding crop or not, though. I don't know if these tram lines are gonna show back up when we plant or not. I hope not, but we'll see. I saw something over here. A bag of lime. Yeah, I accidentally hit the wrong button earlier and unloaded my harvester. I mean, my lime spreader. So we'll just set it over here and put it back in the lime spreader once he's completed the work. I'm sure we're getting pretty low on lime as it is. Set it right here for when we drive by it. We'll go ahead and hop into him. I'm going to try to keep every episode around 30 minutes. I might come short sometimes or go a little long sometimes, but my goal is 30 minutes. I'm going to try to release 2 episodes a week and have one episode be 1 month. Right, and he's done all 4 fields of lime now. As you can see, the current is still low for what it needs, but that will come over time with application. And then we'll just stop by this little big bag here, fill it in. we are done for this month. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you can see when new videos post. Thank you from Deep South Gaming.